All right, so for your RG bar, shoulder, row, and pull, one hand is going to be at the end of the bar. That's going to be near the same side shoulder. It's going to start that way. And then your other hand is going to be the far side, opposite end of the swivel. So palms are kind of facing each other in opposition. So from here, weight back into the heels just a little bit, belly button in, chest up. I'm going to take my arm across my body. From here, I'm going to push with my top arm. I'm going to pull with my bottom arm, just like I put an oar in the water and I'm rowing a boat. From there, I'm going to allow this bar to come parallel to the ground, and then I'm going to slowly allow that bar to come back to its starting point before I rotate back over. I pull down and through, I come back around and go again. So as you see, when I pull down, my arm is extending, and then as I come back up, it's coming around and so slowly kind of controlling that motion on the back, and then coming over. If we were to repeat this, just switch the hands. We're here, come over, pull down, and then reverse around. Also note my torso. I don't have a lot of motion in my torso. Even though that bar wants to pull my shoulder around, I'm not allowing my shoulder to go with it. I'm going to stay stable in my trunk and my core as I go through that range of motion. RG bar, row, and pull. The biggest thing with thoracic sit-ups is we're not coming to a full sit-up position. You'll start down at the bottom, hands behind your head. You'll initiate a crunch to about 30-45 degrees. From this crunch position, now I want you to extend your thoracic spine here. But you can see I'm not coming all the way up to this full sit-up position. I want to stay as low as I possibly can in this extended position. You can see me shaking right now. And then I'll collapse and come back down. So we initiate the crunch, and then from this position, we extend the thoracic spine. We're trying to get as straight a spine as we can before relaxing and coming back down. While this is abdominal exercise, you will feel a lot going on in the upper T-spine, which in Nordic hamstring exercise, you're going to slide your heels under the bar. Here, got band for support. You're going to take your arms and you're going to lock them out straight. Now what we're going to do from this position, I'm trying to keep my glutes engaged as I fall down to the floor. Once I fall down the floor, I can use my hands to pull myself back up. But I'm using my hamstrings to put the brakes on as I come down, and then I can do a slight push-up and come back up. Now, be aware, a lot going on in the hamstrings here. Modify the bands as much as you need in order to not cramp up your hamstrings. Take this one easy. It packs a pretty big punch. Now, a modification could be, instead of keeping your hips straight, you can do this exercise where you're bending at the hips. It won't be as much of a strain on those hamstrings initially, and then you could modify to that straight body position as you go. Start with our feet flat on the ball. You can see my knees are pulled in pretty close to my chest. Tailbone stays on the ground. From here, extend your hips all the way up. You can see my belly button's pulled in, my spine is straight. From this position, now we're going to start to extend the legs out, but you see my hips are not dropping until my knees get all the way to that straight position, and then I'll allow my hips to drop before I bring the ball back in. So the ball starts in this bent knee position. From here, you're bridging your hips all the way up until your shoulders, hips, and knees make a straight line. Belly button's pulled in. Glutes are engaged in this position. Now I'm going to keep that engagement, and I'm going to straighten my legs out, keeping my hips up. I'm not going to allow them to sag to the ground. Then, when my knees are all the way in extension, I can relax back down before resetting again.